and welcome back to yet another video. And of course, Merry Christmas and a happy holiday to all of you. Now for everyone out there who sees my face for the first time, you are pretty late to the party, what's your excuse? And I see you haven't even brought a gift? You know what? I'm still happy you could make it. Come here. But for you guys out there, let me recap what you have missed. Because you are so late. No, it's okay, you can make it up, you can just stay longer. But for you, I'm planning to join the Osaka Marathon in 2024, which will be held on the 25th of February. My new running trainings plan started 2 weeks ago, so I'm 2 weeks in, and I have 10 more weeks to go until the running event itself. And this is a little bit of an update on how it is going. So now naturally you want to know, the first 2 weeks, how is it going? And to that I reply, oh, thank you for asking. It's so nice that someone cares. But I must say the first 2 weeks have been a hit and miss. I'm planning to run 4 times a week, always on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. And this worked out great for me, and it's very nice being back in the routine. But something very embarrassing happened too, because I fell. I've never been fallen by running and I feel very stupid about it. But yeah, I want you to be part of it, and of course I have footage, so want to check it out? You will not defeat me! This is, in fact, exactly how it happened. When someone else says something different because they might have seen it, they are lying. For attention. Pitiful. But yeah, as you can imagine, this day was a little bit shitty. Afterwards my knee hurt and the back of my shoulder too. So I want to imagine that I did a very cool judo roll, but most likely it was not that. I have bought a polar strap for measuring my heart frequency. I've chosen the polar one because for once it was affordable, and the other reason is that I can combine it with the app I'm using for tracking my runs, so for me it was the most convenient option. And I've noticed that I'm usually running at a pretty high heart frequency, so I was looking out for that within the first 2 weeks. And the pace was also a mixed bag, I would say. I had a very great run, but only for 5 kilometers. Within those 5 kilometers I managed to do 5 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer, which is 8 minutes 75 seconds per mile, which is great, but of course my heart frequency was over the moon. With a more normal heart frequency and within a 10 kilometer run, my best pace was 5 minutes 58 seconds per kilometer, which would be 8 minutes 98 seconds per mile, which is, for my goal, a little bit too slow, but you know what? I still take it. Actually, I shouldn't take it. It's way too slow for the goal I have in mind. But you know what? In German there's an idiom that says, the marmot struggles to feed, which basically means, I'm working on it, it just takes time. So don't hate me yet, I really do work on it. On a high note, let's check out some running. What is my verdict after the first 2 weeks? Well, I really love being back in the routine, and I love this feeling after every run, this utter happiness with yourself and with the world, and I'm always looking forward to this feeling, and it always comes and is always great. But I also must say, I myself am the biggest enemy in this challenge. I'm not a very critical person, not at all I would say, but I'm very critical with myself, especially if I have a goal in mind. And when I hear a pace that does not fit with my exhaustion level at the time, I'm getting so much hatred for myself, so much frustration. It feels that the whole world is just faster than I am, and it is so hard to run through this phase of demotivation. And I know it's kind of stupid, and I get the argument that I shouldn't be as numbers driven because you also have to enjoy the run, and I do, kind of. It's a love-hate relationship. I do enjoy the run, but I also enjoy hitting my goals, and I have a goal in mind, and if I'm not as numbers driven, I will not reach the goal. So it's very hard to find a balance within, and you know what? The marmot struggles to feed. I'm on it. So yeah, I see. This was maybe more information than you wanted, so here's a funny clip. And one last thing. This is a pre-recorded video because today is Christmas and I'm going home for Christmas, and this will be also running-wise a great option, I think, because Tokyo is a very great city, but it's very hard to find a spot where you can run without any traffic lights. I mean, there are very nice parks, but usually the distance then 1 kilometer and you have to run in circles quite often. I'm usually running around the Imperial Palace, which is great. 5 kilometers is one round without any traffic lights, and then you can run 2 or 3 times around. It's a very famous place for running, so you see other runners, which gives you an extra boost of motivation. But still, you have to go there by subway and then return stinky as you are, also by subway, which is not ideal, I would say. My parents are living in the countryside. It's much easier to find places without any traffic lights, and you can simply start in front of the house, which is always a little bit more convenient. So yeah, I'm also looking forward to that. But yes, that's it. That's it for today. The next running update will be in 2 weeks after this video came out. Hopefully with new running shoes, because I want to go shopping. And also with some footage running through the German countryside. I hope you like that. And I hope you join me next week as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next week. It will be also a pre-recorded video. But because it's New Year, I feel like I have to do something special. But I'm not sure what yet, so it will be a surprise. But again, I say it now for the 3rd time, it doesn't even matter. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and great holidays and a very Happy New Year. I hope I see you in the next week, and up until then, I hope you have a very great week. Yay!